What's up, my friends? So today we are organizing a van. Just got to Austin. For those of you that didn't know, I moved back to Austin. I've been in Massachusetts for 2 years, which means I've been out of the field for 2 years. So came back down to Austin, got a new house, got a van, and I'm gonna start filming from the field every day and kind of doing, trying to grow a company, trying to actually like do the electrical contracting thing. The last time I did this, I was 30 years old, so I just turned 40 years old. And I think I'm a lot more mature now. I have a lot more understanding. I've been running Electrician U for 10 years, so I've got a little bit more business acumen, content creation, how to market, how to like position myself in a niche. So the electrical contracting thing is just kind of like the one last thing that I haven't really been filming and sharing with y'all. And a lot of you have followed me since the Journey to Master days, my other YouTube channel that I haven't made content in like 4 or 5 years. But a lot of the stuff that I was doing was like business stuff. I was just like really fresh to making content, so the content wasn't good, but I don't know, there's like 60,000 subscribers or something like that. So like a lot of people I think liked it. They liked the truck talks that I used to sit and do driving down the road. So I'm gonna do a lot more of that, do service calls, show you how I'm building the company, the work that we do, how we're growing the company, hiring, firing, all the things. So I'm hoping for a lot of community involvement. I'm hoping you guys will follow along the journey, and in each episode I'm probably going to ask some questions like, how do you guys do this, or how would you handle this if you were blah 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 blah, because a lot of you out there have been running electrical contracting companies and you have really great advice that I think the entire community would benefit from. So if you guys leave comments, I think it's just something we can all build and grow together with. So this is the van that I got. It is a 2021 Ram ProMaster City. I've driven these ProMaster Cities for years, several of them. Actually, if you go back to my Journey to Master days and you go, I think there's a video of, I built a whole bunch of like wooden cabinets. I was probably a journeyman still at that point, but I built a bunch of bins and stuff in the back of it. So if you're like interested to see probably like 8 years ago when I was a journeyman, how I did that with pretty much the same vehicle, go check that out. I'm not gonna do that this time. This is gonna be a really nice van. So I'm starting out with something that's nice enough that I can build onto and add to and kind of deck out, and then I'm going to hire somebody, and that this is going to become their company van, and then I'm going to go get another one, and probably do that for a little while until we have the ability to just start buying fleet vehicles. But yeah, this is the vehicle I got. I love these little Ram ProMaster Cities. I don't like that cage bulkhead, but I do like driving without sawzalls flying at my head. So there's some stuff I'm going to do. If any of you out there drive one of these every day and you guys have some like really cool bin options, throw some part numbers down in the comments. But give me some like links to some stuff that you think I should check out for how I should upfit this thing, because I'm definitely going to do that. So let's get into what I'm doing with the van. So let's just start putting all these guys in. I keep these little DeWalt bins, and it's just really great for like keeping separation on every kind of screw, nuts, washers, staples, anchors. I even have some that I keep breakers in, just because a lot of the time if you leave like breakers sitting in a bin somewhere, they rattle around and get all messed up. Actually, let's go like this. Probably put those up front so I can get into them from the side. It's a work in progress. I'm gonna get a bunch of bins and shelving and stuff put in here eventually. I'm just not gonna do that right now because it's like 5 G's to get everything that I want. I am gonna get 2 ladder racks put up on top, and I found these really cool ladder racks. They're like, I don't know, like 1,500 bucks a piece. There's like a left side and a right side, and there's a little handle that you pull out and the ladders drop down so they're in front of your face. I'm 40, bro. I ain't got time to be like climbing up on top of this thing, messing with trying to get straps off. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just make it a little bit easier. I got a whole bunch of these little pack out things and I love them. Not only are they solid, but they all lock together. They all like snap and lock together. And I've got one too that's got like a roller on the bottom. I'm gonna need an extension cord for sure. Right behind the driver's seat, I'm gonna have my tool belt and my carry-in handheld tools. Oh, I do need some fish rods. I've got a couple of these that Milwaukee sent me a while back. Definitely gonna need batteries and chargers. I have a whole bunch of these kind of bins just because that's what we moved the studio here with. So probably gonna stuff some of these in here. put materials, stuff like that. I might have another one that I put batteries, chargers, a bunch of, you know, like Sawzall, stuff like that in. This is definitely not how this is going to be final product, but at least I've got all of my bins here. I like these DeWalt ones because they actually lock in place, so each one of them locks. So you don't have these things sliding all over your truck, like they just stay down as one. But yeah, I like keeping all kinds of stuff in here. You know, separators, screws, little weird stuff like blanks for panels. These are the nails that I use for nail plates. We got, I don't know, just like all kinds of different things that I keep in these. One of them is for fasteners. I like to label mine too, so I can see really quick what's in each one. The only thing that sucks about these is no matter what you do, the one you need is always the one on the bottom. Like, no matter how you rearrange them, it's like I'll be working, and of course the one thing I need is washers. So I gotta like unload, unstack all of these. Kind of a pain in the butt. I used to stack them 8 high, but then that's unstacking every single one of them, so that kind of sucks. But I would like to figure out something where these are maybe like on a shelf or something over in the corner where they stack, and I can just pull them out so that they're not attached. But then I have to figure out something that goes on the front to make sure they don't slide out. I don't know, lots of figuring to do. Now, one thing that I'm not too crazy of a fan of is this wire bulkhead. This thing just kind of like rattles around a lot. I like how they have it on the windows, and that, you know, if I get into an accident or something, I'm not gonna have like sawzalls and crazy stuff fly up and hit me. So I do like having a bulkhead, but I think just, you know, like I'd rather have like a sealed in bulkhead. That way when I got the AC turned on, all the cool air stays inside of here and I'm not just cooling up all the materials in the back. The other thing too is there's these security cameras in here, so I'm not sure what this was used for in the past, but there's these cameras here. So you can see there's like a forward facing one right here, and then there's like a driver facing one. I think this is tied to it somehow. I don't know. If you guys have ever seen these before, let me know in the comments what it is. Also, how would you feel about a company having cameras on you all day long? Like, do you work for companies where they have dash cams? Because this thing's got GPS, it's got like security cameras, everything. I like the GPS thing. As a contractor, I want to make sure my guys are not at like some strip club or something, some place that they're not supposed to be. But also it would help me to be able to bill customers and to know where all my people are throughout the day, for like a billing sort of a reason, not just because I don't trust people. But I do like the GPS thing. I just don't think I need like recording my people all the time. Plus, if they're like parked at home and these things are like running, then it gives them like I have the ability to look in on them. I don't know. I wouldn't like that as an employee. Let me know what you guys think about that, or if you work for companies, if you're like thumbs up, thumbs down about it all, how they use it. I'm kind of more on like letting my people have some privacy, but also from a business decision, keeping people reliable and keeping everybody honest is a good thing. Just the camera seems like an overreach. Anyways, as you can see, got some shirts. I don't know that I'm gonna stick with the white lettering on these. I actually think black lettering was probably a better choice, so I might get some different ones. But I like this fabric. These are like baseball t-shirts, so they breathe like super, super well. They're not thick like a towel. They are gonna probably get like lots of holes in them and everything, but they weren't that expensive. Also got some business cards. So we got the legit business cards. Check this out. Looks pretty swanky on the front. Got the QR code. You know, it's a business card, whatever. Got them for like Vistaprint, I think for like 500 for like $40 or something like that. Last thing that I have to do is get the ladder racks put up on the truck. There's going to be 2 different kinds of ladder racks that I'm assessing, so I'll do the difference between the 2, and they are both going to be like fold down ladder racks, so I'm going to test that whole thing out. Got to get the decals put on the truck, got to get a shop and get, you know, the decals signage put on the shop and get all that set up, but I'm pretty much ready to rip. So hope you guys follow me along for the journey, and again, I would love to get some input from any of you guys that are doing this, that have done it, that think like, hey, you're doing this wrong, or you should do this, or maybe if I can give some advice on what I'm doing and what's working, just so you guys can get some value out of it. Thank you guys so much for your time. Love you crazy people, and I'll see you in the next one.